Hello YouTube, and welcome back. It has been a while since I... The hell? It has been a long time since I've done any My Order app streaming, and so I thought it would be a great time to do it. I guess the reason is that, well, it's live. So we can go to getmyorder.app.com. And so I guess this episode of the My Order App developer stream is brought to you by My Order App. It's easy, powerful, and competitive, where you can see our recent sellers and some of our sellers' reviews, along with some posts and other information. But a seller actually reached out to me and asked for a feature, and it's not something that I had considered. It's something that I think is, well, I say reasonably easy, but maybe think that about a lot of things. But I think this is reasonably easy, and I think it's something we can, like, maybe even launch to production today. So what it is this, I have open here the Chrome app of the developer account, and I was thinking of making it so that you could delete customers. Actually, hold on a second. Okay, sorry about that. So, we need to be able to delete customers. And I think it's just a matter of really maybe having like a cell on this table with a little like X. And it would be for merchants to be able to delete their customers. And the reason for this is, like, you know, there were some customers that are added as part of the app review process when people are testing, or the app reviewers are testing. And so I think it's probably wise. So I guess the reason I didn't implement it is, like, they're not hurting you by just being there. Having said that, if a seller wants a sort of tidy customer list, I totally understand that. Further, when you create a customer here, it creates a customer in Square, and maybe you don't want it there. So part of this effort is going to be to also delete the corresponding record in Square. So, let's get to it. So we're going to have to start with the back end, where currently, in the customer's controller, we just have get me, delete me, patch me, and get many. So this is going to be most similar to delete me. But I'm remembering all of a sudden. There is an ordering effect here that you have to be careful of, because I'm using me as an identifier, so it's going to be like, what is it, slash customers me. So I just want to go and see if I have any other instance. I think that, yeah, I do it like this. So delete me ID. Well, I'll write it first and just check that, because we want it to match when it is me, we want it to operate on the user who is authenticated on that request, and when we delete with a big long ID, we want to check to make sure that the merchant associated with that request has the permission to be able to delete that customer. So, guess I'll run yarn, nvm, we'll use the LTS, yarn dev. I want to look at the Swagger docs just to reacquaint myself with it. Excuse me? Subpath format index.js is not defined from... What the? Oh, I mean... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I've just been working on another project with Yarn. So I wonder why that is. It's probably... Does Yarn use... Oh, okay, well the same thing's happening, so I guess it doesn't matter. As far as I know, the, okay. What the? Yeah, as far as I know, it's building, in staging and production, so if an build error has been introduced. Okay, 0 errors now. But I think it was like a runtime thing. Nope. Okay, just need to install. Good. So let's take a look at our design doc here. So we are going to be adding to the customers here. So we're going to be adding delete / big long ID. Now here is an instance where we're using me as an ID. And we have me first, so we match on me. There's no ID that's going to be me. So that's the answer. The answer is that this endpoint that we're writing needs to come after the existing one. So let's go to the customer's controller here. And really, This is really a sort of flavor of delete me, so I'm actually just going to copy the code. And what we'll do is the instances of delete me here. We'll do delete ID, and we'll do delete with ID, and we've put the customer's guard on here, but this is now going to be a merchant's guarded request. I think I have to import that. Yep. Okay, I think I have to import this as a type. Oh, I've been having some, well, on another project I was having issues with I disabled all of my extensions because I was having issues with VS Code. Okay, well, let's just selectively enable the ones we want. What do I gotta do here to get formatting working? Because it is, I have to admit, I've gotten so lazy. Okay, it does do that. So maybe it just... So if I do this... Okay, yeah, it does auto-format, good. Excuse me. I mean, if I were to do... Yeah, okay, it does. It does what I was thinking. Okay. So we've got our delete ID up and running now. And... we are first checking that we have a merchant. And I think that's right. Now we need to get the customer, and I can see this is awesome. I have GitHub Copilot, and this is close to what I want, so I'm just going to hit enter, and I actually just want find one. And it's already even put in the merchant ID correctly there, which is incredible. And it's not going to be the request params ID. It's actually going to be a query parameter. So So it's like this. I'm very scared of touching working codes. I don't have a query ID? No way. Well. Oh, it's... param ID. Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, query versus param. Okay. Oh, what am I doing? So, if not customer, throw new bad request exception, translations. I guess, you know, I think in the context, ID not found would be acceptable, and it's a bit of a pain to make a new one of these because they're actually all translated. So actually, Moa Square ID not found. I mean, maybe is there a customer not found? Yeah, customer's not found. So yeah, why not? Customers not found. And I guess it would be like merchants not found, although I don't actually think this can happen because of the merchant discarded requests, but I mean, I guess that can change, so this is an acceptable move, I think. So now we have a customer and we know that they have that merchant ID. Now, so I think I'm going to move this code. Am I? Let me think. Yeah, I think I'm going to move this code into the... no, I don't. See, I'm hesitant to make communications part of the service layer because, well, service layer can be invoked from a lot of, well, not a lot, but it can be invoked from places where you don't want communications being sent necessarily. In general, if the endpoint is hit, that's when you want to send a communication. And in fact, in this case, I don't want to send this communication, so... Now, having said all that, perhaps this code, because it is the same as the function above it, perhaps this should move into the customer's service. Because what do I have in here? I have find one with user ID and merchant ID or path. Find one with user ID and merchant ID or path. Find one with ID and merchant ID or path. Actually, that is actually what I... Hold on a second, I just need to think. So... Why? Oh, I see. Yeah, because, so the reason for this function's existence is that, if this can be merchant ID or path, you need to try this or this. But in this case, I definitely have the merchant ID. So, with that said, the real reason that I'm here is that I have create... Stop it, Copilot. I have create, save, and sync square. So, I have patch and sync square. I now need a function delete and sync square. And it has this in there. And it's going to be const customer equals this dot find one or fail ID merchant ID. I believe.
I feel you. Every time a palm tree shakes, every time a plane takes off, every time a star shakes off the sadness of the night.
Now, this is the thing. This is one of the reasons that I'm like a little bit torn between this controller and service layer. Is like, I've already gotten the merchant out, and having the merchant here is sort of like part validation. Now I could pass the merchant into the service layer, but I don't see how that makes sense exactly. So now, and if I'm passing in the merchant ID, don't necessarily also want to be passing in the Square access token. That's a lie.
Shakes off the sadness of the night. I see you with every light, with every bite the sea takes from the sandy shore, with every open tired.
That's also a lie.
In your eyes, I see so much more than what this moment
Guess
can
it's
be.
just a
Your absence makes the
API OK response, I guess.
slimmer of what I used to be. Can't you see? You're the reason I live and the reason I'll most likely no longer be.
Okay. So, I'm tempted to bite the bullet, as it were, here.
Can't you see? You're the reason I live and the reason
Oh,
I'll most likely
what am I
no
doing?
longer be.
Oh, let's see. Okay. Nope. So we get our customer, we get our merchant. Well, we kind of know that this code works because I've used it elsewhere, but let's just check. With the customer square ID, I think it's acceptable to just do that. Although I guess I should say, I think it's truthy. So right, I don't think this has X. Oh, it does have translations. Okay. Do I do it like this? I'm not sure I like totally agree with this particular approach. What do you mean? Oh, what am I doing wrong here? Oh, is this? It's outside of the. I think that's a acceptable error message. So, you know, I kind of like, in terms of cleanliness, checking this immediately. Like, as soon as you query for something that you need, excuse me, take what you need out of it and check that it's there. Because otherwise, you end up checking, like, you end up having, you know, as this, not that I expect this function to grow, but as functions grow in complexity, if you wait until later to check what you need, you end up having a bunch of interrelated checks, and it becomes unmanageable. So I think we're going to do the same thing with merchant. Because now we actually don't need either of these checks. So what does a delete customer response have? Basically nothing. So I think maybe something like that. Oh yeah. Let's see what Copilot can do with this. Yeah, go. Whoop. To fix the problem, I would explicitly cast the error variable to type. I don't think so. I kind of wonder, does it take error there? It does take error there. This is a fairly low-risk environment here to... I don't know, let's see if that's right. So, delete and sync square or throw gets... Well, the first thing is this dot logger. I think what I took to is doing verbose. So we log... We get our variables out, we get the translations, we get the customer and check for the square ID, we get the merchant and check for the access token. Now wait a second here. Not seeing... Oh, yeah, this is the crucial line that we're missing here. So if we get to... at this point. I mean, maybe we attempt to delete in... I don't know. Do I have to do this? I don't know if I have to do this. Oh, no, I do need this. Okay, so I guess we remove the customer. And... remove the customer and tell Square to delete the customer. And if that fails, we... So, like, there's this thing that could happen where this could fail. Oh, well, so if this fails, we're fine. And if this succeeds, but then this fails, there's a sense in which it hasn't happened. Well, at least remote, like, remote in this context, but... I think that's okay. It wouldn't be too bad. So... we're just gonna let that slide. Now, the customer's controller here. So delete with ID. Does a couple checks. Oh, there's also this matter of the user service, because my order rep customer is related to a user, which is actually where the email and sort of contact information exists. And if this... actually, this is... yeah, so... if the merchant is deleting the customer, I do not believe we should remove the related user. So I'm going to delete that. And I won't need that, actually. So... here we can do this. Oh. Somewhat unusually when I'm streaming, my keyboard fails intermittently. I don't know why that is. It's very annoying. This.service.delete and sync square or throw. So I guess we go ID. Don't know that this is really that necessary, but makes the sort of API call a little cleaner. Here I go again. So this is kind of what I'm talking about with regards to the service layer and controller layer, because like if this throws anyway, it's kind of like this stuff should move into here. But I kind of view validation as the purview of the controller. So there's a little bit of duplication, but I guess you can never be too safe. It's not hurting anyone. On the contrary, it's sort of being safe at every level, because like there's even a sense in which this is probably unnecessary, because we've already gone through the merchant's guarded request, which should check for the existence of a merchant here. But I guess strictly speaking, maybe that merchant doesn't have an ID for some reason. I mean, that could... no, actually it couldn't happen because it's the primary key. But maybe it won't be the primary key tomorrow, I suppose. So it's not like that bad to do this check. Now, this line of code... oh, well, can actually move this now. One of the nicest things about JavaScript is destructuring and, I don't know what they call it when the variable name is the same as the parameter label. And so you can omit the variable when the parameter ID matches the variable name. I don't know what that's called, but it's fantastic. So we then check for customer. Yeah. So the one sort of thing that's different about these is here I safely check for the existence of a customer and send a nice error message if it fails, whereas here I just let her rip. Find one or fail. And this failure, this typeworm failure, will not be very useful. Having said that, we tell the implementer of this, or the invoker of this function, that there is a possibility that we throw with this or throw. I would sort of prefer that JavaScript have something like throws. I don't know what the implication, sort of language implication of that is. But if I don't have it, I still need to be able to tell the invoker that this can throw, and I guess I'm doing it unsafely here. I mean, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should try catch. I don't know. I think I'm gonna let that. I don't. Yeah, because it will throw if when I invoke this here, these function calls shouldn't fail. If this function fails, it's going to fail with an internal server error exception, which I think is right in this context. I think. Maybe it's not an internal server error exception, like maybe it's a unprocessable entity or something, I don't know. Because... well, I guess it probably would be an internal server error exception, because it's like, I think maybe if this Square ID doesn't exist, or sorry, yeah, doesn't exist in Square, that's when this might fail, or it might be like a service unavailable thing on Stripe's part, or Square's part. So, all that is to say, I think this is fairly defensive coding. Let's go take a look at what this looks like. Yeah, this all looks good. Now, I don't remember if I have credentials on my local instance here. I suspect that this is my, let's see if I can still do this. So, I think locally my API key is 1. I think all the passwords, yeah, okay. So we have our token here. So let's authorize with our token. And let's get the customers. Let's get the user. Oh, we don't need the merchant. I don't need that. I guess we'll get that. Order field. What the hell is order field? Oh. Yeah. I guess ID, order sort, ascending. We'll leave out the start. Let's just see. Tell me I have no customers. Seems unlikely. But I guess it's possible. Customers. So all these customers are on the merchant ID BJA. So we got a merchant BJA. That's this person who is Wendy's. I think they have a user ID, right? Yeah, it's EIJ. So we go to user. EIJ, where is it? It's this one here. Wendy Thomas. Okay, so I actually need to log in as Paul Jones at Wendy's. Okay. So I guess log out. Unexpected. Oh. Okay. Got ourselves a token. Like the song.
Take it all the way. You gotta feel it. Take it all the way.
So they can just execute this again, right? Yeah. Okay. So who are we deleting? Well, that doesn't look like a very high effort. Let's not get the preferred location. Okay. See a very nicely well-structured JSON object. This doesn't look like a very high-effort entry to me, and so I think we shall delete this person. I almost want to check the sort of error cases first. So if I go to customer, all of these are Wendy's customers, but this person is not. And so let's try and have Wendy delete that customer, because it should fail, because Wendy doesn't have a customer with this ID. See if that's true. Unable to locate the specified customer. That is correct. Okay. And actually, for this next part of the test, let's bring up the logs so I can just make sure. These should all be in square as well, but I mean, I guess it's possible they didn't make it into square, but we'll just see what happens. So let's go to my customers here. We are deleting customer with ID 1U. So this is customer, it's this person here. So if I paste this in here, execute it, internal service error. So what's happened here? So first things first, are they gone from my... So they have a Square ID. So the request cannot be authorized. Oh, I think I need to get a new Square access token, which is fair. I don't think I've done this in like maybe 3 weeks now, so that's probably what that's about. Guess there's no reason I can't quickly do that. So let's go to our merchants here, and oh, this involves just a couple steps. Let's delete the square stuff here. Okay. Right changes. Then just gonna change the sandbox redirect to my local host.
Can you show me what it's like to feel free?
I think that's right. And now if I do paul.jones plus wendy's.deptree.com, EIJ, a hard time, no, I literally just logged in with those credentials, so unless I mess something up. There we go. So I think it should trigger, because I've deleted the square credentials, I'm fairly certain it's going to take me to the... doesn't. Let's just check that real fast. I know the surface area is fast expanding at this point, but I would like to just check my setup sessions here. So I must have removed that at some point. I'm fairly certain, yeah. So I guess I decided, for whatever reason, to get rid of that redirect. Gonna trust my past judgment with that, because I can go to account here. And I can hit authorize square. And... oh, yeah, of course. So I need to open up my Wendy's account. Here's Windy. And now I should be able to authorize Square. It should redirect to localhost. Does. I think it's going to go to sync next, which is fine. Well, actually, it's the right thing to do. Once you've re-authenticated with Square, we need to synchronize. This is maybe not the best experience, but hopefully this is sufficiently rare. Okay. So we now should have a valid Square credential to go back over here and delete the customer with that ID. Let's see. Bad request. Unable to locate the specified customer. So, interestingly enough, what I said shouldn't happen happened. Because the customer deletion succeeded, but the Square deletion failed. Not sure what the best solution is here, because the merchant's intent is to delete the customer, and if it's not deleted in Square because it doesn't exist, or you don't have valid Square credentials, I don't think you want to not delete the customer locally. I mean, I don't know. I don't think it matters that much. Because they can always go over to Square and delete that customer too if... Yeah, I'm leaving it. Now, let's try a better case. So, when I re-execute this, this particular... So the ID IU shouldn't be there anymore. It's executed? It isn't. So now the ID is 4KY, and we have valid Square credentials, so if I go to delete the customer with that ID... What the? Keyboard has decided to stop working. Oh, I didn't copy. 4KY. Now this should work. So it's undocumented, but it's right, so it's no content. And I'm a little nervous to bring up the Square dashboard on stream just because it has a lot of sensitive info, so I'm just going to check locally. That customer was in fact deleted. Okay. So, I think that's a wrap. I think that's that. And I'm pretty confident in its placement. So yeah, I mean, I think that's it. I want to check one more. So if the merchants are an account just like customer, where a user can have actually technically both a merchant and a customer, and if the merchant were to attempt to delete me, that's perfectly fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Yeah, I think that's a wrap. So, I think we send it to staging to test there. Okay, and I have a bit of a convoluted version controls, well, not version control, but version numbering system where I like to keep the front end and back end's version in step so that I know. It just gives me an internal notion of when something was done. Nope. So the other place that this should be found is here. Okay. You have to be so careful with these. They all look good. Oh, I should check one last thing before I commit it. I mean, I'm very confident in it, but I've learned to triple check even things I'm very confident in. So let's... oh no, it's not log out just yet. Let's get our list of customers. Let's get a valid ID here, 8U. Let's close this. Let's log out. And then let's attempt to delete. So let's first try to delete old customer, unauthorized. No, a valid one. Unauthorized, yeah, that's correct. Okay. Now let's push to staging. Okay, well that's going. Let's think about the front end a bit. So, oh, keyboard's gone. I'm using Material UI. In particular, of particular relevance to this conversation is the Material UI table functions. I think there's something they're called. Material UI I think it's the data grid. So... Well, I'm not immediately in love with any of the options here. I think... Okay, what's this?
I feel you. Every time a palm tree shakes, every time a plane takes off.
What is this? Oh, this is some sort of like... Huh. Yeah, this is some sort of like, no-code builder type thing. So, they implemented it with a button. Let's see how this looks. Someone was very kind to make this. we approaching maximum memory or so? Oh, we are. We're very, very close. Okay, well, I'm satisfied with the back end at this point. I guess we can get rid of that. Okay, oh, where'd the purge button go? We can turn off the front end for a second. Don't need this anymore. Oh, so this is inverted. Let's see. But again, it's done with the button. Now, with that said, let's point this. Oh, something to do first is my code generation system. So we're doing version 2.5.19. This doesn't have a version. Okay. Just download the schema. Oh, yeah, it's pointed at staging. Need an extension for this. Okay, so this is our new API endpoint. It's delete customer ID. The responses, I guess, are actually lying, but oh well. Yeah. Okay, I see nothing wrong with that. So we run our code generation system. And I'm so confident in this code that we're just gonna run that mega command and send it all off. And just look at it go. I mean, that is incredible. So, it is like diffed it and everything. That is just, I mean, every time I do that, it blows my mind. Yes. Now, it's time to update this.
Thinking I could just pretend.
So I have this little
That I could do the song
convenience. You can find it online. It's called NCU. When I say it in my head, I say NICU. And if you do NICU-U, it'll take a look at your dependencies and update them automatically. Now, in my case, it's actually not desirable to do it all the time. Like, I want to stick to these versions as far as I know. Let me just check that real fast. That's kind of interesting. Well, it's interesting to me. The next auth package does not depend on next, which... Oh yeah, it's... Well, they've actually rebranded to just auth. Okay, well then, this one's probably fine. But I happen to know for a fact that I need, for the time being, 13.5.6, and this one's also a bit of a pain. But that should be fine. That should be fine. That's what we want. Those are both good. Date functions. Do I want... It's fairly easy to change. I'll just leave it for now. For cell analytics, that's fine. GTag, that's good. React query, good. Stripe, good. React stripe, good. The date pickers and data grid update, yep. Material, good. Yeah, I mean, this should be fine. Okay. So... So I have 6 gigabytes. I hope that's enough for my... that's enough for my JavaScript. So there should be a long loading time here because last time that I authenticated on localhost, it was with the local backend and it's no longer true, so it should attempt to validate and refresh the token. Oh. So no. Date functions at the behest of the X date pickers. Let's take a look at its so it needs between 225 and 320. So it can only handle that. So let's give it that.
You gotta feel it.
That's weird. What? Still? So this is 320, this is what they asked for. Extremely weird. Well. There we go. Oh, we ran out of memory? No, we're good. So it's failing to refresh the token here because its refresh token is from the local development environment, so it's going to churn a little bit attempting to do it, and it will eventually give up, I think, and spit me to login. Get a little tired of waiting. Okay, so it should be paul.jones. So this is pointed towards staging. So we'll use these credentials. I don't remember. Yeah, I mean, I guess I have it here. Oh, maybe I gave it a different password? I don't remember. Okay. So it's time to add a delete button to this list. Well, I guess be a matter of grids, no, data grids, customers data grid. So, I mean, I guess it can go in the end. I don't see why, field doesn't actually have a field. Grid call def. What's actually required? So maybe I allow them to just select one. Maybe, I don't know. So is row selectable? We'll make it true. Disable. Might be what we want. What? What's this on? Data grid props with default values. Well, that looks right to me. What is this on? Data grid props with default values. Without default values. Oh, it's part of the Pro API. Okay, well, we can start with the row selectable, because I think that might ultimately be the way that we go. Checkbox selection. True. Okay. Now, I vaguely remember there being like a toolbar thing, but I guess not. Oh, that's awesome. That's what we're looking for. Yeah, hell yeah. Get actions. It's even it's even a delete this user. They've even given you a dialogue for it, which is very nice of them. Okay. How does this work? So this is an action item. Wow. That's actually pretty amazing. Yeah, okay. Delete. How does this work? Delete user. Oh, I see. Okay. So they've gone the approach, oh, where'd it go? Of creating an action item for it. Okay, I mean, I'm a little intimidated by the way that the props and that work here, but I'll give this a go. This is what do they call this? Grid. They call this. Ah, I see. So I don't know that I want to go the approach that they've gone here. I think for my purposes, this is the level that I want to go. I don't like clever code. I like easy code. So wait a second. Aha. Okay. Dialogues. So I guess I'll create a delete customer dialogue. Something like that. My IDs are all strings, so that should be fine. Okay. We should be some of the way there now. Yeah. Yeah. Da 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 da. Should it go over here? Should it go over here? I guess there's other controls here. They put their controls at the end. I guess it should go there. Yeah, that's what I have to say about that. This can take an icon. Sweet. Delete. Sweet. Okay. Now there's just the matter of doing it. Oh, so the on close. What do I call that? My meme-addled brain says call the parameter do it. But it doesn't seem right. Oh, why am I exporting default? Disgusting. Who did that? Confirmed is actually better name for it. So if confirmed, It's a cool song. Maybe I call it customer ID. No, we'll just call it delete customer invitation. Okay, so we're now in a position that should in fact delete when we ask it to, but it will not update this query. We need it to invalidate this query. And I think it will do that. If we... I think if we just do this. I think that'll do it. I mean, what the hell? The private relay one. Hey! Man, that's awesome. It's very rare that that works first time. Very, very rare. Hey! That looks pretty good. And because of the way that it's been implemented, it's there too. Okay, I'm happy with that. I guess let's, oh, we need to translate it and then push it. I like this song too. Oh, I've already liked this song. Let's just do a quick audit on export default. So I don't like export default. Middleware, that's fine. Layout. I think that's necessary. Manifest, I'm not touching that. Not touching any of that. But these dialogues, no, there is no reason for these. I'm not sure why I don't like it, but I don't. And that's enough for me. Not touching that. think this has anything to do... Yeah, this has nothing to do with me. Okay. Well, have we updated our version? I think we have. 2.5.19, good. Oh, we'll need to translate it. I guess let's just do that real fast. Been using... ChatGPT for this. Okay, that's it translated. Let's do a quick review of what we've done. We've updated the packages. I don't like this hidden lines thing, but whatever. That's changing the import, changing the import. This is adding the thing to the customer's data grid. This is export default change. This is a new file. Export default change. Export default change. Okay, we can push to staging. Okay. Okay, build succeeded. Theoretically. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, there's no reason not to merge that into production. Okay, that's pushing it to production. Okay, while that's going on, let's create a quick post on it. I kind of like this feature. Where do my screenshots go? I think they're in my downloads. Yeah. I think it's this one. Okay, deploy to production was successful. Okay, alright, so bad. And that's that. That's how you conceive, implement, and deploy a feature, and document actually, for a web app. And with that, thank you for tuning in. I might be doing stuff later, I don't know, but I hope you find this useful or interesting. It has been a lot of fun, so thank you.